Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I know we're winding out of time here, Andrew, but I want to make sure I leave you some time, to talk about any news, updates, current projects, anything like that you can share with us today before we head out.
Okay. Well, I'm doing a lot of tours now. I'm living in France. I started doing some book conventions in the UK, and MegaCon Live was one of them. Trying to get into MCM Comic Cons. Um, but I recently did a Comic Con in Paris, a Comic Con in Brussels, and a Fantasy Basel in Switzerland. So I'm obviously an international globetrotting author. And to be honest, whilst I have done better in Australia than say in Paris, or about the same in some cities in Australia that I did in Paris, bearing in mind that I'm writing in English and I'm in a country where English isn't the most isn't the native tongue, nor is English reading that that widespread. So 20 books in Paris, I suppose, was okay. I did 40 odd books in Brussels, and I did 60 books in Basel. So I'll go back to Brussels and I'll go back to Basel again if they'll have me. And I've got a couple more gigs in the UK later on this year. But otherwise, I put it all down to my wife. She's very supportive. She doesn't read my work except for the children's books, but she's got into the web design, which is alienpress.org. If anyone wants to look at that, she's designed all that. She's updated all the events that I'm doing. Any of my books, there's a section there in the menu for excerpts, so you can read a bit of each of the books to see if you like the style. And the 7 Portals is out in audio. Benjamin Fife was the narrator for that.
Oh,
and
nice.
so you can also listen to some retail samples of each of the books to see if you like his voice, and then you can buy. And because I'm wide, I'm not specific to Amazon anymore. You can literally buy my books anywhere, audio anywhere. But if you buy the ebooks from my website, they're about half price from Amazon, and I still make royalties out of that.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you, Jeff Bezos, a yacht.
yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, that is awesome. I was jealous of you going to all of those places and selling books. That's all I want to do at this point, especially at this point in the school year. So very, very jealous there. But yeah, I love seeing, your updates and stuff like that. And I like seeing anytime, someone's going to a place and, seeing that they're selling books just makes you feel, right? Like, that it means something, right? Especially if you don't have your tangible one ready to go. So I always appreciate those updates. I think they're awesome.